I'm obsessed with the idea of a ring, so I orbit him like he's Saturn. And if he were a meal, I'd have him served up to me beer battered, because he tastes the best, but he's the worst for me. As if that mattered. I cancel all his signs of dishonesty by ignoring his patterns, all to get to the top of his unstable ladder and find myself in a place between Alice and the Mad Hatter, in a world full of temporary highs and hidden disaster. And I don't want to be controlled, but I've already made him my master, because when he wants me out of my clothes, I couldn't do it any faster. With his hands on my waist, I ignore the other women that he's after. But once he leaves my bed, my tears become his laughter, because I don't exactly have a man. And he's not committed, but he occupies my bed at night, more often than I'd like to admit it. But you see, we have history. We used to date, and he cheated back then. But the good news is, I was so weak, I took him back again. But he did explain the reason he was in her was because how I had been. I pushed him away by confessing that I hated when he was leaving. And when he was away, I did this thing where I was always available to see him. And when we were together, I trusted him with my whole heart, as if I had a reason. And as his girl, I made it my duty to be sure that I pleased him, but whenever he wanted to hug, I'd take it a step further and squeeze him. But I'm starting to think that guilt's to blame, because he repaid my love with treason. But then again, I wanted something that wasn't available for an entire lifetime, not just his season. But if we're being honest, it doesn't matter he got caught. He knew I wouldn't leave him. After telling me all those candy-coated lies, I was so quick to believe him, but I still don't exactly have a man. And he's not committed. But he occupies my bed at night, more often than I'd like to admit it. Now he says I'm different from the rest, and he doesn't know what else to tell me. That's his way of buying time to come up with another lie to sell me, a distraction from how much time he actually spends in his celly, so to gain his attention back, I make him a sandwich like I work in a deli, and I am talking a gourmet turkey club sub, not no peanut butter and jelly. It was an even exchange. I filled his belly, he filled my belly, but a few weeks pass and I start to notice this isolated swelling. I'm nauseous. My breasts hurt. Is this the flu? There's no telling. I am lightheaded, quick-tempered with a keen sense of smelling. The results are in, and the due date's set. He mentions expelling. So if you flash forward 9 months, you'll find me and my baby dwelling. And no, she doesn't exactly have a dad. You're so soulless that your shoes shouldn't even have bottoms. Kind of like that pit in your chest that robs people's love and swallows, falling into the abyss with no hope of reaching intestines. The only way out is back up through the entrance. You treat love like you're bulimic. Why can't you be more anorexic? And if you're through with it, at least let it take the proper exit. How are you not shocked back to life by a love that was electric? And you gave me shock too, but it was a type that was septic. I told you your heart's a muscle. All you have to do is flex it. You took my simple heart and did nothing but perplex it. You loved me so backwards, you turned my heart dyslexic. Hate was love, love was hate, and I was lovesick. You caused me so much pain by only loving me with your brain. To you, I was a hobby, but to me, you were everything. But it's true what they say. Real love will sustain. It will always protect, never envy or run away. So regardless of your efforts with the next man, I refuse to refrain. I'll give him my entire heart, and I pray he does the same. But as for you, and the next woman you try to make fall for your game, since we reap and sow, I know she'll be eager to play. But you better make sure you take notes. She won't be there to stay, just long enough for you to reap the vengeance God has for you to pay.